Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting chapter and the last episode in Arc 1 of A Tale of D20 Presents Tarot, a mask new generation story, where four friends journey together to tell a story of mythic proportion. So, without further ado, let's remove the bookmark and continue our epic tale. Metro Tin hums beneath neon skies. The afterglow of recent battles casting long shadows. Rip and Diamond have now evolved into now radiant members of the Minor Arcana, as they each have unlocked the powers within. But one of the trio, unfortunately, still has not lit that spark, as Samara Kavani, aka Hex, still seems to be blocked from these last few days from the power that swirls inside her. But right now, the spotlight is upon Metro Trin High's biggest event, Homecoming. We start to smell around this harvest season as we are brought into the harvest moon, the witching hour, a festival where the citizens of Metro Tin and the students of Metro Tin High put on a celebration celebrating their harvest, food, the changing of the seasons, and the upcoming equinox. But in the quiet hours before dawn, where dreams tangle with fate, we will see how our Hex deals with the future that comes upon her. But before we do, we ask the stars and the cards for guidance, as we are going to make a as we are going to make a draw to tell our past, what happened this last week since our heroes fought. Our present, what's happening to them right now on this auspicious few days before homecoming, and the future, what we soon to expect. Well then. So I'm going to ask LM Samara, tell me when to stop shuffling the deck.
Stop.
Okay. So it has been told, so it shall be, as we will go to our reading.
The Empress, Major Arcana. The Seven of Swords reversed. And the Ace of Cups. The Empress for past, Seven of Swords reversed for your present, and the Ace of Cups for your future. This suggests a situation of emotional blockage and dishonesty in your past that is now leading to a new beginning, an emotional beginning. The Empress represents fertile creativity and nurturing, which is undermined by your present, which is the reverse Seven of Swords of betrayal and deceit. However, our future shows that there may be a silver lining, as the Ace of Cups is about new emotional beginnings, love, and fulfillment. These cards combined show a sense of emotional stagnation, but it results in something that could be greater. A past betrayal and deception forgiven, a turning point in your current present, confronting dishonesty, and making amends towards something new of your future. Oh, the tangle webs the cards weave.
Oh, so my arcana. We'll start off with the Empress, upright, nurturing. Marie, what do you think this means for what's for the last week has Lula May been going through?
This is hard. Well, I'm not sure. We don't know yet in the fiction what was revealed to Lula May after Sammy's or Hex's dark vision. But I think, yeah, go ahead.
I would say it probably has not even happened. That would be something that we would like to see in the fiction. So you have no idea. So this secret's been lingering.
Great. In that case, I think, it's been a little bit of time since that fight at the train station and Lula May's transformation into the minor arcana. I think abundance is the thing that feels most true right now, and feeling and the supporting others. It's this Lula May is feeling very lucky and blessed in she has these friends now. She has 2 people who know the truth about her. She just embraced this minor arcana thing. It feels like just everything's coming up, Lula.
Oh, I love that. And going on to our Bryce Travis, how is he feeling through this week with that nurturing Empress card?
I think that the Empress for Bryce means more towards the nurturing and the support and helping him flourish. And I would like to lean into his time with the Strength card. And even though that battle might have been short, it was so meaningful. And because I created the moat that saved it, I think that he thought more of me because I wasn't just like a reckless hero. I thought more of the people. I was able to sort of combo with him in that way. And so I'd like to say in the fiction was throwing out tidbits and quips as we were pummeling and destroying it. And so he taught me a few ideas. And one of the things he taught me is how to potentially sort of how Sammy could create platforms. I can now create space platforms that I can move and under my feet. And he taught me about control in a greater sense.
Nice. And our Samara, what does this mean? This Empress card for Sammy, LM.
I think for Sammy, it's a little bit on the nose. I think that might have been looking like a council with the Empress. And I think that after what she had just witnessed, she may have gone to her own mentor to ask for guidance. And I'd love to have that in a flashback of some sort. But I think that Sammy would have gone to the Empress and seek counsel on how to break this news to her teammate, because the last thing she wants to do is to deliver this news incorrectly, because at the end of the day, she still has, at least in her eyes, she still has a family. Like, no matter what, she still has her chosen family, even if her given family has turned her back on her. She still doesn't know anything about her mom. That wasn't implicated, just her dad. But that's basically that's bad enough. Let's say after that, she would have been. You know what? No, let's not change anything. I think she would have gone to her mentor because she would like to know how. Because the high priestess was the first person who gave her the sanctuary, and now that she has access to get there, because I took my burn for move, I can get there now without having to kill myself slowly. So I think that I still would have had a meeting with the high priestess in my sanctuary. I had to be like, for a quick conversation about, what we discovered, because it is information that the Major Arcana should know, but it wasn't about that. It was more about her teammate and her friend who she cares about, and how to have the conversation with her.
Bryce, that's what's happening with him right now. What would you say right now?
I would say Bryce, in this moment, is the embodiment of this Seven of Swords upside down. His superpower was revealed, and thankfully, it was to his friends and his teammate. But he even confessed that to Lula last session. It was something that he was a little bit ashamed of. Because what superhero lets their identity slip, no matter the excuse or situation. So, he feels like I feel like that's what, it's not really a lie, but in a sense it is. It's a lie we tell society about who we are. And she was able to piece it together. So he's sort of reflecting on that, and what that means for him is, as we're seeing, he's trying to be more meaningful with his choices and being more diligent and deliberate, and sort of trying to grow up and be a stronger, better person. So he's trying to learn from these unraveling, from what what unraveled around him.
Okay, and how about for Lula May?
Is it appropriate for me to turn some of this over to you here? The reason being, I think Lula May the part that makes sense is her kind of feeling exposed right now. More people know her secret, so there's that. There's also this fight in her, this duality of which persona should I embrace more? Because anytime she embraces one, the other slips. And I think she's feeling very open and exposed right now, and not really sure who she's supposed to be. So maybe that's the guilty part.
All right. And LM, how is Samara feeling right now with this reverse Seven of Swords just unraveling?
I think that Samara feels like just when the team is starting to grow closer together, or you know what? No, let's make it more about Samara. I mean, I forgot her name already. Serenia? No.
Sorelia.
Sorelia had told her to think more about herself. She's the last one that has not reached minor arcanahood, and she's starting to feel like maybe she's the weakest link. No, she's not starting to think, she's starting to know. Because before, it was more of a whisper in the back of her head that she was the last one to develop her powers. She's the liability. She's the one that is, she has powers that are literally bringing her closer to her demise. So she feels like maybe this is it. And with all this going on, she still hasn't even had a chance to tell the boy that she likes her feelings and have a kiss before she dies. So she's like, she feels like woe is her right now, but she's trying to push through it because even though everything is going to shit, she feels like something's got to give. But right now, she feels like she's the weakest link in the group. She feels like she's not cutting it.
And last, the future. Let's start with you, Lula May.
Well, I think right now it's definitely a time we're preparing for a time of coming together, and everyone's pitching in to decorate and plan for the homecoming dance. And of course, that's all about school spirit, and that's a lot of camaraderie. So I'm hopeful that that's what's in the future, but you never really can tell.
And how about for you, Bryce, Bryce Travis?
I think that it stands for a potential, like a future potential relationship that could grow, and our team potentially learning more about each other. And this, gesture will sort of make us, bond deeper. And we've sort of been alluding to it for a little while, because the last session I said with Lula May, I was like, what if we reveal our things together? And, so it's been on his mind, but it just hasn't come up yet. So maybe some more secret identities will be purposefully shared instead of accidentally.
And LM, final thoughts on what the future holds for your team and Samara?
Samara hopes that by revealing her true identity to Rip, hopefully that can bring the team close together, because then there wouldn't be any more secrets between them.
Well, and so it was told, and so it shall be. We thank the cards for their guidance, as always.
Thank you, cards.
Thank you, cards.
Thank you, cards.
And as not enough time has passed, all your conditions and all of your obligations are still in the state that they are. You still need to have reports done. You still need to get your grades, get that final routine done, and of course, prepare for the big pep rally homecoming game. But I would like to start us off in a dream. Well, not so much for a dream. In a sanctuary as Samara. This night you have been called upon by the High Priestess herself, able to connect to her through the sanctuary that the two of you have used to connect and develop who you were when you first learned of your destiny as a minor arcana. Please describe how this place looks in the setting as you're about to begin another session with the High Priestess.
Samara's sanctuary is in the very second part of the top of the pyramid, like the second piece right below from the tip. And so for that instance, it's in Egypt. But when you're inside, you find that the interior of that pyramid floor is a combination of both ancient and futuristic technology fused. It's almost like the major arcana have just enhanced the beauty of the ancient structure. So when you enter, you'd probably imagine you'd find like dust everywhere or it'd be very stuffy, whereas the air is crisp and clear. What you will find inside of the sanctuary is a beautiful, almost an entire side of this sanctuary is just a library of valuable tomes of all different subjects that the high priestess thought would be of use to not just Samara / Hex, but to all of us. You'll also find that there is off to the side, this beautiful, large, it's probably the size of like a zoo enclosure, except it's not, it's just that size. The look is very much more, this is like the more futuristic, actually not really. I'd like to think, would you mind telling me, Omar, what do the major arcana, do they use like crystals and like sigils? What do they use for like, trying to contain an enemy?
Oh, sure. They're almost like gems. They're
Gems?
crystals and gems that they use to embody. So that's why all of their armor looks very gem-like and like precious stones around them, swirled inside of metal.
Ooh, I like that. Then what you're going to find is there is, actually, with that in mind, let's make that enclosure a lot smaller. Let's make it like 20 by 20 feet wide and 20 feet long. And in each of the four corners, there are these four beautiful gems. This is the containment system inside of her sanctuary to be able to contain anyone that's volatile or that we need to house right now without it being a danger to the public. And then the third feature of her sanctuary is a power enhancement system. So the way that this looks, if anything, is almost like a meditation. It's almost like a meditation pad, and it's enough space for all of us. But essentially, you'd be sitting down, cross-legged, and essentially there are like these two small gems you'd be able to put on your temples. And when you close your eyes and like clasp your hands as if you're meditating, it basically helps imbue you. And a power enhancement system has always been up to the discretion of the GM of what that looks like in the fiction. But it's something that we can go to use for aid in case maybe one of us gets depleted and we need to like boost up or something like that. But that's what that would look like. And yeah, those are the three features. And it's still very much a rather modest view. On one side, you can just see outside from like the top of the pyramid. It's a beautiful view of Egypt. And yeah, that is what a sanctuary looks like.
Beautiful. And that power source just looks like an Ankh, about 5 feet tall, only about a few feet across, though. It does create a sort of hologram image of a portal of sorts, which is the energy where you have that connection between this sanctuary and the Arcana Star, the heart of where all the tarot get their energies from.
Nice.
But so, go ahead.
I will say my two downsides of my sanctuary are that it is difficult to access, or at least for the most part, because it's out in Egypt, but it also is intricately tied to my doom.
That it is. As you find yourself in walking around, And standing before you, you see a brilliant woman in striking black velvet robes. They come down to tassels that have fabric in between them, giving them almost like a small cape-like inflection. She has a mask on that looks like it's made out of a diamond-like crystal. You can see all of the different shards and fractals inside of each cut of the gem as they form almost like a V mask over her face. Her features are still striking. She has dark brown skin that blends well with her complete velvet black dress, but there's gold that's around her chest area, like where her armor is, her pauldrons, in the same shape as the mask, but this with the Ankh in front of it, signifying her connection to Egypt, where one of the many places of power, just like Metroton City, houses the Arcanos, the connection to the arcane. Third daughter of the sigil. I am glad we were able to meet under the circumstances that they are. I'm sure you've had the visions. You know what's coming, don't you?
I do. What I don't understand is why is my friend's family intertwined with this?
You begin to walk with her in silence. Your breath is just hovering, almost stolen by the vastness of this place that's your home, but also tied to the very thing that puts a limit to, well, you. There's books and symbols and mirrors around you, and they show your face and show the face of the High Priestess, as we get shots of this beauty of your sanctuary. Then she stops. Your friend, the one who is called Diamond. From what you've told me, it sounds as if her kin who works for an organization that may pretend to be our ally, but secretly is an enemy to that of all that is arcane. And they seem to be trying to dive into magic that they do not understand.
I understand. But how am I supposed to let her know this? She has the right to know. This. I personally don't have a close familial connection, but she does. I don't know what she stands to lose, and it's not fair.
She looks at you with motherly eyes. Oh, third daughter of the sigil. It is painful, I know, but to keep her from the truth only means to make it. To keep her, exactly. She would be in the dark. Her light shined out. We have much responsibilities as minor arcana. We have much responsibilities as the arcana, as the tarot. And she should be powerful enough to bear this burden with you. Remember, third daughter, you are of collaboration, friendship. She'll need a friend. Dig deep into your eternum. Find out your core for who you are, exactly what she needs. And she's going to attempt to have you believe in yourself, feed more into the teamwork. The right opposite of what was told to you by Sariella. Do you take her influence as she tries to shift your mundane up and your superior down.
9 Monday up and superior down.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I understand.
Okay. You can do this. Be kind and gentle, and know that you don't do this not to hurt her, but to help.
All right. Should have never doubted myself. Thank you for believing in me.
Of course, third daughter of the sigil. I was there when you first tapped into your eternum. Your destiny. Your destiny knows no bounds. And I'm here to guide you and grant you whatever I can.
Actually, I do have a question about that.
Yes.
I've been manifesting new abilities. It started about a little less than 2 weeks ago. I don't think this has anything to do with the moon, do you?
She noticeably kind of flinches, something she would never do, but she quickly catches her poise. Almost as the whole thing that you don't notice, as she goes, "Oh, the moon. I fear that she is building something, doing something that my eyes cannot see. Whatever she has planning, you need to stay far away from her. Do you hear me? Daughter of three?" Good. She's planning something. We know that she tried to attack your guardian, Nixus. She may be trying to cause some sort of disturbance in the Eternum. Trying to destroy all the guardians. We're not sure. Just, if you see her, go the other way. Leave her to the mages.
I understand. I have not reached my full eternal potential. But my teammates have. They are minor arcana. And they should have what it takes to go against them. Wouldn't you agree?
She looks at you. She has like a very powerful look. The priestess of her showing more than that motherly feeling now as she goes, they are newly awakened minor arcana. And you have not awakened at all, third daughter of the sigil. The major arcana will handle the moon. You need to stay away from any of the Umbral Council. This includes the moon and especially the devil. If you get any inkling that you feel any of them coming close to you, you immediately alert me. Come to your sanctuary and get me. At post haste. And she looks very, very serious as she says this.
Understood.
Well, the hour is growing. I believe you have school soon in the morning. Is there anything else you need or any guidance you need from me?
Sammy is still afraid. But I think that Sammy shakes her head. You dispensed immeasurable guidance already, and I thank you for all of it. And I promise I will heed your words.
Well then, good night, daughter of the sigil. Rest well. Oh, and good luck with your homecoming dance. I'm sure it will be spectacular.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
A giant Ankh appears in the air, falling down onto the ground as she begins to walk. She turns around one last time, being enveloped in bright light that whites out the entire room before she disappears. And you awaken back, or you return back to your home, coming back from your sanctuary. We're going to move on to the morning. And the autumn air smells brilliant. The sky has a weird, almost magical swirl to it, with the clouds dancing around the bright, brilliant sun as each and every one of you awaken. And the page turns as you all awaken at different times, because we start off with, once again, with Samara. In your home, what does your house look like in your room, and what's your morning routine as you head to school with just days away from the big pep rally?
Unlike her other two awesome teammates, Samara's living situation is drastically different. She is currently living in a foster home, and the room that she is staying in used to be the one that she shared with her sister, but the bed is still vacant, and no one else has had the heart to move into that room. So, for all intents and by the way, this room is it's a very, very, very modest. It should be a one bedroom, but there were two twin size beds crammed into it. There's a very small closet that is able to fit just about one season's worth of tops and bottoms. So her wardrobe is very, very limited. She has a small dresser where she can keep her intimates and keep some of her other clothing that she doesn't have to hang. But there's barely enough room for a very small desk where there's a lamp and a picture frame of her and her late sister. And it was a picture that was probably taken about 2 to 3 months before the accident. So it's like the very last memento that she has of her. And she doesn't speak to any of her other siblings that she has, her foster siblings. She has about 3 other siblings, and it's very much it's a small 2-story house. But when she goes home, she literally goes from the front door up to her bedroom, and then maybe to the bathroom. So she doesn't really live in the house. I mean, she sleeps there, but she doesn't live at that house. Never, ever since her sister passed, she hasn't really lived there.
Okay. So, as in time, the hour before school, you wake up ready to tackle on the day after that meeting that you had with the high priestess. What do you do, and do you head to school? Like, what time would it be, and what would be your morning routine?
Samara has 0 period, so that means she has to be at the school at 6 a.m. So she has an alarm for 5 a.m. So she's always the first one up and the first one out, and she tries to always be the last one in. So it's almost like no one really talks or sees her, and she'll never communicate with her foster father through texts. But when she wakes up, like her alarm goes off, instantly you see her hand silence the alarm before it can make a sound. It's almost like muscle memory. And she's up, her bed's already made. She's like, you see like her bedroom door closed because the bathroom light's on. 10 minutes later, she's already leaving there, already having showered, already having brushed her teeth. And she's getting dressed because her wardrobe is so limited. It's very easy for her to, pick out what she's gonna wear for the next day. So she's on her way out, and she already has maybe she grabs no, she eats at the school. She doesn't eat anything at the house. So she would already be walking to school, and around, I want to say 5:35, she's inside the school. To be inside the school that early, you have to flash your ID to get in to show you have 0 period. So she scans in, she gets in, she goes to the cafeteria, she grabs a little carton of milk, grabs her apple, her toast, and she is eating that as she's on her way to the library, and she's probably trying to do some last minute touch-ups on her homework before going to 0 period, which is with Mr. Blythe.
Certainly. And before we go and have our two other teammates pop in, small scene happens as you go up to 0 period with Mr. Blythe. So when you walk up and to 0 period, you see Mr. Blythe talking to a familiar looking woman, a woman wearing a tight dress that goes down to her knees. It is all white, except for a sliver down her left side of black. She wears a matching pattern circular sun hat, and still with that same milky skin. She looks on over to you as Mr. Black goes, Samara, this is the person I was looking for. This is Sariella Gibson, a former alumni here, and she has been a generous donor to handle all the problems that we had because of, the budget. But do not worry, everything is fine. And she looks over to you, smiling. Oh, Samara, I didn't know that you were the treasurer here. I was learning everything about you from Mr. Blythe. You're clever. What a quaint coincidence.
Indeed.
You two know each other. Oh, we met at brunch the other day.
La Vedette, the upscale French restaurant.
And I had the most wonderful time thanks to Miss Cavani here. You have a great treasure on your head. Remember, you need to have confidence in yourself. If you don't have that, if you don't make sure you progress on who you are on the inside, not worrying about all the others on the outside, and really just focus on yourself, you realize that your potential is limitless.
I appreciate the unsolicited advice, and please, I'm brain farting, not my character. It's what is that terminology that you use when you're about to say, I mean no disrespect, but
with all due respect? Or what do you mean?
No, I guess no. Like that's the one. I guess with all due respect, yes, that's the most sincere way of
or just respectfully.
Yeah,
sometimes people just say respectfully. So maybe.
Yeah, I think that in that moment, Sammy would give a very nasty smile, say, "I appreciate the unsolicited advice, but respectfully, I am aware and sure of who I am, and I greatly appreciate the assistance you've given our school for the funds. But please, let's keep that the topic of the discussion. Is that fair?"
So I was going to say she's going to try to influence you being an adult and have you push your superior up and your mundane down.
Roll
but-
to reject. No,
Yes.
I want that. I want to roll to reject.
Yes, let's go ahead. Go ahead and reject that influence, please.
And I think what I said satisfied the fiction.
Yes.
Yeah, you role played what mechanically will happen next.
Let's do this, baby.
Ooh.
Wait. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Can we get a reroll?
You know what? That's okay. I like where this might go because I sounded very sure of myself, but
Yeah.
knock me down a damn peg.
Oh no, you said that, and she goes. This is why you. And she smiles and goes to walk out, and she stops putting her hand on your shoulder. Just be. Trust me, at this age, we all need as much advice as we can get. I mean, you told me about your friend. Are you still gonna let her just leave you in the dust? And she walks away.
The breath that hits was so natural. Wow. I'm
And-
shook.
Alrighty, so marking
What's it look like?
condition.
And what label shift?
Oh, it's going to be superior up and mundane
Okay,
down.
You keep it the same? Okay. Heard.
But it does make you feel some type of way, doesn't it?
I'm sorry. You said superior up and what down, my love?
Mundane.
Awesome. Oh dear, Lorish. Oof. Oof. Okay.
Rama.
Trauma. And then what condition are you inflicting upon me?
Oh, I'm
I'm
gonna
already
say-
afraid.
I mean, I feel like I would love to know how. I would like to play deafening the fiction. So I'm going to ask you, how does this hurt? How does this feel for Samara?
I already knew Lula May was popular. Popular?
Mm.
I'm giving Alfie. I'm giving Alpha the vibes. And I get that. I know that. We know. But I didn't know just how goddamn freaking cure I feel about myself right now. And how Lula May really does have it all. In every aspect. She's got it all. She's all that. And I am in my own feelings. I feel like shit. I feel like the wicked stepsister. I'm marking insecure.
Oh, lovely. And then the manga, with you standing there feeling insecure, we see a shot from the manga page as it turns of just you there with that insecure feeling. And then it shoots to a vision of behind your legs, and in front, walking out the door, is Sariella Gibson. And we turn the page, and the rest of the students will arrive in the school as one by one you all get ready to prepare for homeroom and homecoming. So we'll fast forward through the homecoming as you have the many free periods amongst yourselves. Where will we be finding Bryce and Lula May at this time in between periods when you have a good 20 minutes or so before your next class?
I was thinking in those short spurts, since it was like 20 minutes or like, maybe 30 minutes, would be like running to the gym and like reading up on like the plays and the new schedule that the coach has put out, and trying to regain influence and show confidence to my like team and try and like be there. So he's like sprinting back and forth between, you know, the science wing and then like the gym and this, and he's also, you know, in his head he's like, this is also conditioning, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you are heading to school. So we'll start your scene there. And what is Lula May going to be doing?
Question for you. This is only what, a week? How long has it been since?
Like less than a week. Like I feel like that was on the weekend,
So the
and now we're
weekend
like
has
Wednesday.
passed.
Yeah, it has passed. We're like Wednesday at this point.
In that case,
Friday's homecoming.
I think that I have been every chance I get between passing periods, starting early, whatever I'm, you know, whenever I have time. I think I'm investing a little extra time into my duties as cheer captain. So, because that's definitely something that had been falling behind. Over the weekend, I did work on my presentation for English class. So I basically made a very interactive, kind of vibrant presentation, like PowerPoint instead of an essay. And I'll do my best to improvise that when it comes time if we need to. But I've definitely been working to meet up with the cheerleaders.
Can I lean into that with you?
Lean in.
Lean
in.
So as we both sort of realized that we were shirking on our other duties, as we're trying to, like, you and I have obviously talked about it. Like, that's partially why we're, you know, gonna dance with each other, even if we win or lose. So, but we're trying to also win the game and be the best cheer. So he's like, in the mornings, I'll come to your house and pick you up and then take us quickly to school. Mm-hmm. And then maybe we're seen like, you're like seen leaving the boys' locker room with me. Oh. And that's why like people swirl. But like, obviously, right? If you want to lead into that scandal, but I don't know if you want to. Is that too much?
I think, here's the thing. People are going to talk, but
right.
Lula May would never put herself in she's not going to lean into a situation that's only going to feed negative gossip. Positive gossip, we're good with. But I am not going to be in the boys' locker room leaving. That's not happening.
Okay, maybe, so that's just where my dirty boy mind went. Maybe it's just to the school and we're seen at school more frequently.
Yeah. And probably, if you pick me up, people will talk about stuff like that. That's something Lula will lean into. That's fine. If Jennifer sees us walking together, or me pulling up in your car with you and stuff. So, stuff like that, totally.
Yeah,
but no,
cool.
I will not be in the voice
line. Sure.
That is not how a lady behaves.
You're right.
But I love it, yeah. So whatever duties I can, whether it's just meeting up with people, hyping them up about the dance, talking, maybe even some of the less confident of my cheerleaders on my crew, on my team, on my team. I was in sports. That maybe I can help them, support them, encourage them if they need any advice, or I adjust their form. So stuff like that throughout the day.
Okay. All righty. Let's say at this point, Bryce, as you're coming out or going towards the locker room, you see that all of the, a lot of members of the team are there and they kind of get in front of you. Justin Caldwell and a few other members of the team kind of stop you in the middle of the hall. Hey, Bryce, yo, buddy, you didn't make it to the game. Hey, you didn't make it to practice the other day, and now you're running around with, is that a script in your hand? Dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, I just, hey, look, a lot of shit's been going on. I've been really busy. My parents have been hounding me about work. just too much, bro. So like I've been like I ran and got like the notes from the coach. Like I'm trying to like learn the new plays, so I like don't let you bros down, bruh.
Yeah, but you know the game is just 2 days, and you didn't even run the games, and this is no more practice. We gotta look, Bryce, buddy. We're worried. Not only about you, about winning this. If we lose this, look, I have scouts who will be looking at this game. Don't screw this up for me.
I mean, don't worry, Brody. Justin, I got this. When have I ever failed you?
He kind of ponders, thinks about it. Like, all right, just don't mess this one up. Look, we got one more practice in there. Just show up, be there.
I will be there. Nothing will stop me.
If not, we're going to tell the coach that we think you should hit second string and put me as a quarterback on first.
Over my dead body. And I'm going to like hit it, tap him on the shoulder. Good joke, buddy.
Come on, guys. Let's let him study. And they kind of like walk away, and you can feel the tension from your losing that or not paying attention to that obligation.
That's done. That felt awkward and hurt.
What?
That stung. That felt awkward and hurt him. And like he has the like droopy anime. Ooh.
Sweat drop for sure.
Sweat drop. Thank you. Yeah.
As you go in between class, Lula May, you start to make your way, getting ready for presentations and all the other duties. And you said, you said you were heading to cheerleaders. Remind me, sorry, I might have forgotten.
I think I was just, because I wasn't sure in time and space. I'm very bad at that. So I was like, wait, where are we? No, I was just saying that anytime I have free time, whether it's in passing periods or a free period, Lulame is like making a beeline to whatever of her like teammates is within sort of the area. Like I can pump people up and try to kind of like I did with Alexa. I am trying to make sure people don't forget about me. Like I'm here. I'm still here. I'm still captain. I'm going to be there for the game. We got this. That kind of thing. Make sense?
Oh yeah. You look out. You're kind of walking around trying to get to your next the next position where you to do your extracurricular activities. As we pass by, we see a large window, it's with around the inside of a steel wall, and the window kind of have flaps that adjust with the sunlight to make it so it doesn't shine in your eyes. You can easily see down into our lovely, almost like it's like a floating field. It's not just played football on the field, on the ground itself. The entire stadium rises up with a whole stadium seating that's circular, almost like Madison Square Garden or like an actual Major League Football field, as no expenses is lost when it comes to money at Metroton High. But looking down at this from this elevation, you see that the cheerleading squad are in the middle of practice right now, and no one told you. What do you do?
What period do I have right now? What class do I have right now?
Oh, this is free period right now. This is like a free time between 30 45 minutes.
This is stupid. I'm so angry still. Is it possible to unleash my powers to run at an inhuman speed to try to get there? And I will do my best to like look around and make sure no one's following me, but I do still have the angry condition, and I am livid.
Please roll with freak, and we'll see what's in store for you.
No. Wait.
Looks like a 6. No one's around to help. There is.
Do we still have one?
No, time has not passed, and I believe you have.
Can I do it selfishly? Because I think we might have still one.
No, you definitely. I think you have 2 now, actually, because one was added thanks to Samara last time. During that, you chose that, and I believe
We add one to the top of the session.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
you have 3.
Yes.
You have a total of 3 right now in your. So you can use it selfishly. How do you use it selfishly?
Because 1 would make it a partial, right? Using 1 point to get it to a 7.
Yes.
Would be a partial.
Exactly. You would succeed. You would. It'll be a partial, but it'll still be a success.
Okay. I feel like in this moment, this is reckless. For Lula May to do this at school just because she's angry, this is reckless. But she's so mad. And in that, she's ignoring, like, it is affecting her actual hero teammates. Because if I get found out, like, we're a team, this is a problem. So, I would like to, shift 1 up and 1 down, right?
Correct.
I would like to. This feels kind of right. I think I want to either shift superior up or danger, but I feel kind of like I'm unleashing my powers, the physical powers, but also it's kind of like I deserve to be there. It should have been me. So that feels like superior, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to shift superior up, and I want to shift mundane down.
Okay.
Do that. Did I do it right? Yes. Okay. And then there's another part? Or no?
No, well, then you have to show how you're using yourself. I would love if somehow in this, either Bryce or Samara kind of sees this, because you're not doing this beautifully. You're just kind of, this is more China shop kind of bull and China shop moment of, as you're going through. And you two, or I will leave it up to you in the fiction you think it makes sense, will witness this and kind of see this. And we all know, everyone knows who you are, but we don't know that everyone doesn't know who everyone else is quite yet. So I'm sure you'll experience it.
I was working out in the outdoor gym where the cheerleaders are doing their practice to make up time for my for being away. So I'm like near those cheerleaders. I can visibly see her. Like could see this.
Samara would have been on her way to try to speak with you today. I would have spotted this.
So like you are kind of lockers are getting knocked, some kids are jumping out, they're like as you are just inhumanly running down, not so much to break suspicion like, oh my god, that's a superhero, more so it's just like out of nowhere, what the hell was that? What did we just see? Some people didn't even notice was you, but you noticed, Samara, seeing this.
Can Samara and Bryce eyes like from across the distance like locked, like what the? Is that who we think it is? Is that because I would never think that would be like, you're not that messy.
Would
you're
never
not that girl.
be this messy.
But OMG. Yeah,
Well, Bryce is not Bryce is at the cheerleaders, so it's kind of like, and you're kind of, you just see her at the staircase. Of the distance.
At the bleachers.
Spiritually there.
Spiritually. Yeah. Team spirit. And by the way, just because I'm reading the Unleash Your Powers also. So because it was a partial success, I already marked the condition, which is going to be insecure.
Ooh. I love it. Even one of the doors that was about to close, it's an automatic door, so it takes time. Before it's about to slam shut, you run through, it's like, and the door gets unhinged for a moment. As you run through, Bryce, you just see coming across, and ending up, how do you enter in there towards where the cheerleaders are?
I am running, and as I reach the field, I lock eyes with, I don't know, Jennifer. And and I just do three front handsprings until I land right in front of them and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I guess I didn't get that memo that we changed our practice to this time. But it's all right. I have a free period. Let's go." And I just start.
So Jennifer,
My hair is all like falling.
Jennifer looks over at you, throws back her long black hair, and says, "Oh, fancy seeing you here, Captain. Well, I mean, we missed you at one of the practices, and we couldn't go on without the top of the pyramid, so we had to readjust some things, just in case you didn't show up again." And
well, absence does make the heart grow fonder. Alexa, you look so incredible today. And I literally walk away from and start getting to business.
Everyone else kind of steps in line now that you're here. And she goes, What do you, but we weren't ready, and you continue as you all see this.
I drop the weights and I grab my phone and I text in our group chat and I'll be like, "Lula May, are you okay? You popping off right now, Sammy. I wish you saw this," to our friend group chat.
I do not check my phone.
I see the messages. I don't respond because I saw the front half of what happened. I didn't see the aftermath, but I saw the front half, and that was enough to have me show. I think what I would respond with are the eye emojis.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take pictures of her flipping up in the air. You just get picture.
What I
red,
would
red,
give
red,
someone
red.
to gift this.
Gif it, yes.
Someone is going to gift me. Lula May.
Point.
So that happened.
So as you all,
You will get gift.
the entire school is just bustling. There are people who are putting up streamers, posters, pictures, statues, as everyone is getting ready for the harvest moon, the witching hour. Students are making booths to try out their candied apples, or there's a bobbing to apple station, and there's all sorts of harvest activities that go on. You see everyone are starting to dress up, turning their uniforms into more costumes, as now alterations are allowed during this harvest festival, and people are dressing up in a very Halloween-like manner, spooking everyone and handing off pumpkin and appled foods, all the like. But you all have a special council to go to. Tonight is all of the representatives have to review everything that's going on at Pep Rally in about a day and a half's time. You, Samara, are already there, as you are part of the core council as a treasurer, and already meeting with all of the different members, including Jennifer, whose practice is finished and she has made her way to get there just in time. She's never late, even though she has multiple jobs in the student body.
Okay. Is she a minor arcana? I don't know.
But at this point, now, Bryce, with you finishing up with your game, getting a little bit of practice in there, trying to get tensions to loosen with the football team, you and Lula finishing up all make it as individual representatives of your own teams and scholastic activities. There inside of the room, Mr. Blythe stands up, now addressing all the students here. Everyone, thank you so much for coming. We have a lot to discuss, especially about what's going to happen during Pep Rally, and then that night, the school dance. Oh, what a joyous time, and what it is to be young. First off, I do want to ensure that you all keep proper recognition of our invited guests. And this already, Samara, you knew was coming, as this was discussed during the student council meeting. But Sariella steps in, still dressed in the same way, smiling as everyone begins to clap. As he goes on, Mr. Blythe's talking about her achievements, as she is a businesswoman, self-made, and has given a generous donation to the school. Well, thank you so much, everyone. I have my team of interior decorators downstairs. We're just going to go into the auditorium and the gymnasium and able to give it a little ruche, like a pick-me-up to prepare. So I invite you all to come down once it's completed, and you can give me your A-OK, as I want this to be a magical night for all of you. Ta-ta for now. And gives a little wink towards Samara before she leaves.
What do I... That is weird. Have I ever seen this lady?
No. Never.
And she just winked at my best friend?
Yeah. Would that be Pierce Maskey?
It feels like it is.
As she was definitely talking and giving, go ahead and pierce the mask, if you will.
Amazing. This is going to be so good, you guys. I have -1 to mundane, and I have -2 to pierce the mask because I'm angry. Let's do it. Let's go, drama. Oh, yeah.
Well, you can mark a potential. I'm not going to make a move. No move needs to be done here. But you do get to mark a potential. You just don't get a sense. You don't. She doesn't.
I don't even have to make a move. You're doing it to yourself.
But
you're like, yeah. Lulu's got enough on her plate. It's fine. Okay, cool. We'll just move on from that. I will say, Sammy, maybe you do see Lula is just shooting daggers at this lady. Like, what is her problem? And I think I say it out loud. What's her problem?
All the other students are walking up and leaving you guys to your own to discuss if you so wish.
I would like to go over to Lula May, and I would be like, are you okay? Like,
of course I'm okay.
The new lady's like definitely like a weirdo, but like she's super rich. So like, let's just take her for her money and leave it at that. Like, but like, don't let it get to you. And I'd like to try and comfort and support her.
Aww. Hey, does that mean?
Mundane.
Let me look at my thing.
Oh, I do not consider my comfort, and I don't. My insecure dropped away because that was from like a few days ago, right? So I don't have that. Not that that matters, but
yeah.
Okay, yay! They hear you. Partial success. They mark a potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up to you.
Amazing. So I took for my advancement. I took 2 additional roles for my bull's heart. And one of them is friend, which is when my love or rival, which Bryce is my rival, comforts or supports me, I can mark potential on it when they roll a hit. So can I also mark a potential in addition to whatever these things are?
Yep. Yes, you can.
Amazing. Okay. So you were just trying to comfort with like, let's just let it go, kind of like. It's okay.
Yeah, like, don't like let it get to you. Like, just she's a bitch. She's a rich bitch. She's a rich bitch. Cack, let it go. Drop it. Like, don't let it. You're better than her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we have so many other things to worry about in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's not let this lady be one of them. She's just some pompous, like, rich lady. I think because Bryce didn't read that she's the moon yet, or know anything weird about her.
Oh, and I don't know that either.
Oh yeah, sorry, but like
I just see her being creepy, being creepy. My best friend, and I've had a day. I think so. I can clear a condition
and mark up. You clear a condition. So I'm trying to like clear your angry.
I think I will do that. I think of the 2 conditions I have, angry and insecure. I think I breathe. you're right, Bryce. And, I am sort of letting all the pressure get to my head. I need to get it together. Thank you. And I'll clear angry.
And then you also get to mark a potential because of your friend.
Yes.
Yeah, we got that.
Oh, cool.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
So what else happens here as we're all here? You all pretty much are getting alone. Are alone inside the room currently as Mr. Blythe, unless anyone needs to speak to him, just packs up his thing and prepares as this session has just ended. Of course, Jennifer, as she walks past you, leaving Luluman.
I just breathe in, just hold the I resist the urge to sigh loudly. But I do look to Sammy, and I just kind of touch her arm. I'm really struggling. I don't know what to do anymore. I feel like I keep messing everything up, and I don't know how to fix any of this. Everybody seems to be mad at me, and I'm doing my best, and it's just too much pressure. And I would love to use my team move, share a vulnerability, for my bowl thing. When I share a vulnerability or weakness, give them influence and hold 2, and then spend the whole to help them later as if it is in the team pool.
Aww.
So if I can open up to Sammy and just show her, like, I'm really struggling.
Yeah. Damn. There's a lot going on.
I know.
She wants nothing more than to tell you what's going on, but you are coming to her looking like this, and she just does not want to add more to your plate. But I think you being that emotionally raw, I think that is what's going to cause Sammy to look at you, and with that look, I think she's trying to shift your mundane, and I feel like a freaking yo-yo, mundane up, hunty. And let's bring your savior down.
Ooh.
From earlier. You were acting reckless, but you know what? At least right now, you are being self-aware of the fact that there's shit going on that you can't control, and sometimes knowing that you don't have it all together. She's seeing you as more human right now, and she's really appreciating seeing this side of you, because it is nice to have your shit together, but it's also nice to show that you don't have it together all the time. Because before, she was really putting you on a pedestal, not by choice, but by circumstance.
And it totally ties into what like Lulamay's inner dialogue has been. Like, Is it really everyone else's fault that you're on this pedestal, or is it yours?
So that level shift goes through.
Cool.
And I think that Sammy is going to look at you and then look over at Bryce and then back to you. Take a deep breath and say, we need to talk.
Of course.
In private. And when she says that, she stands up and she looks around. And when she notices the second that Mr. Blythe steps out, I would like to charge up for the first time.
Oh!
And I think the way that this looks is Samara she's tapping into something that she wasn't aware had been there all along. And it's basically her inner magic. And when she closes her eyes and puts her palms together, the crevice of the crack in her hand is what lights up in that same purplish pinkish hue. And I think that as she starts to chant, we just see these sigils begin to slide down in that same purplish pinkish hue down her arms, down to the ground, and begin to make a sphere around us. And I'm sorry, it makes a sphere around her. I'm sorry. I'm describing something else. So when she's charging up, she's chanting, and it's her magic coming online. And as it starts to wrap around her feet, we're gonna see a light appear, and hopefully this is a hit. We'll see. On that 11, I think that the light is going to flare up just for a second, and her hair is gonna blow up before it comes down. And when she opens her eyes, and like basically, when she like closes her hand, like when her hands come down, and she takes a deep breath, and she opens her eyes are gonna have like a faint hue of her magic, and she is going to raise her left hand, and then she's going to in the air start signing the sigil, and the sigil is for transportation. And I'm basically burning to burn to overcharge, and you channel the full capacity of your incredible powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses. I am most certainly reshaping my environment and transporting all of us to Egypt, to my sanctuary.
Ooh, child.
Wait. What?
Yes. Oh,
So
yeah.
you were simultaneously revealing who you are and your powers.
To Bryce, though.
So in that moment, I said that I was... Oh, also, I marked potential.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I marked potential for revealing my identity. I said we need to talk. I wasn't joking.
But you don't know that Bryce is ripped, so you're just guessing.
No.
I'm not just guessing. I'm revealing my identity to Bryce.
Yeah.
to Bryce.
Oh.
Not to,
I'm not
not
guessing
to,
anything.
to Bryce.
Oh, okay.
This is very one way.
Oh, okay.
It's always been one way with her.
One way.
Oh.
So yeah, she says we need to talk, and this always has been like on her trajectory. She wanted for this to come out to the clear, because she feels that after her conversation with her mentor, the high priestess, time is of the essence. Once we arrive, we're gonna see that once we arrive, she's going to be in costume, and then it's gonna dissipate, and she's gonna show herself again. Actually, no, I'm sorry. She's gonna show up in costume because now you saw she was Sammy, and now she's here. There
Right.
is no question.
Yeah.
That was a little weird. So
No,
yeah,
you're good.
but she shows up in costume, and she says, "I'm Hex, and this, as you may know, is my sanctuary. Our sanctuary. There's no more time for secrets." And that's when she takes off her mask.
I turned to Bryce. We lock eyes. So if it was like the manga pages, it would be Lula May, Bryce, huh? And then like I just go, I told you, if you're gonna trust anybody, it'd be her. And I will let my hair down, and he already knows who I am, but
My eyes widen because I don't know that. I go,
he knows who I am.
I know, but I don't.
You know who I am.
No, he,
I know who you are,
doesn't.
but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know that he
revealed it to
knows who
me.
you are.
Right. No, I know. Exactly. Got it. Yes. That was hard to track. You're right. I was like,
And that's why I'm gasping.
So I think it's like, this is Luluway's way of saying like Hex
All
knew
cards on the
already, all cards on the table, without outing Rip.
Valid salad. I love that. That's why I'm like,
That's the move. That's why.
You see Bryce sort of
Oh God.
look around and see this familiar place. He's been here before. He knows this place. And he will say, Sammy, Hex, he freezes for a second and says, thank you. Thank you for sharing this with me. And if now's the time, or now's better time than ever, Lula knows. You deserve to know too. And I will turn around and go to grab and rip space around me, and you'll see the rip costume. And I'll rip my costume across me, and you'll see that I'm rip as well as Bryce.
I don't think I put two and two together until just now.
Mm-hmm.
How I accidentally brought you in here.
Mm-hmm.
Without knowing that he would. I thought you were just you're my friend, Bryce. So of course I'll tell you.
Yeah,
That's what
why we were to Bryce.
Yeah, that's why I was I guess you're making a guess.
But hey, it was a big move. We like it.
I'm I didn't think that he would. The second she sees that, I think what it was that she. So the reason why she brought Bryce to the sanctuary is because she knows that Bryce is. So when we said you were here, that was to my lovely Diamond, but she brought Bryce here to try and help with the tomes and to help them. She did not know Bryce was obviously Rip.
Yeah.
So when you're exposing this now, her mouth drops and the air's knocked out because the person who she has a crush on and the person who she just barely can tolerate have just become the same person, and she just is
So it's been a day.
I would say probably at this moment, just through the arcana energy gate that you have that powers us, popping out is familiar of yours as Nixus appears, forming into the jackalope self, and says, "It's about time! I was wondering when you all would find out about each other."
Good to see you too, Nixus.
You knew?
Of course I knew. You don't realize I'm a omnipotent cosmic being born from the very energies that you use to power in your internal eternum. I know.
She starts to choke Nixus in anime style. You always knew? You are so useless as a mentor!
He poofs out and poofs away. And wanted to respect your boundaries. I'm just gonna tell you guys.
Respect our boundaries. You just admitted just a few days ago that you were watching and waiting for us to show up. We don't know you're there. You watch when we're changing into our costumes, so we don't know. Boundaries.
And does not answer the question.
I'm so sorry. I'm a little bit extra sassy today. I really apologize.
Can I look angry?
Sure.
I am so angry right now.
Angry.
I'm all about self-inflicting conditions, yeah?
I'm angry at myself. I'm angry at a lot of people right now.
I really appreciate this very, very unexpected camaraderie building situation we got here, but also we are already slipping at school, so I do need to ask what the plan is.
I'm really sorry to tell you this, but your father, Metrotech, whatever that is, it's a front. It's got some connection to Vanguard. They're dabbling with dark arcana, applying
No.
science to magic.
No. You're wrong. That's not. Daddy would never do something like that. He wouldn't hurt a fly. There's no. You have to be mistaken. Where are you? Why are you saying this?
Because I saw in a vision a few days ago when you saw that I couldn't tell you at that moment. I can't hold the truth from you any longer. This is not something that he's just been dabbling with. It's something he's been doing since before you've been born.
Visions can be wrong. Visions, you don't know where they come from. You don't even know where your visions come from, and you're just trusting it. He's my father. Rip, I need you to take us out. I can't be here. Look, we have things to do at the school. We can talk about this. I can't. There's no way. Can't be true.
I look to Sammy and I'll say, her parents have come to my family's fundraisers, and they work with the council people all the time. They're good people. And I'm gonna rip a door for Diamond and I to go.
I don't stop. I look at Rip. If he looks at Sammy, she just nods because she's not disputing anything that he's saying at all. And it sucks that she has to deliver it. So she just looks down as she can hear the sound of Rip's temporal doors being opened. And she's just waiting for the sound of when it closes. Because it hurts too much to look at, see the movie.
As you open the door, Diamond looks back towards Sammy, and I would love to pierce the mask.
I look right back up at you, and I'm looking at you with tears in my eyes. Pierce my mask.
Pierce my mask.
You have influence, Hunty. Add a +1.
And a +1.
Am I your love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I still your love?
Yes. I was considering whether that would change or not.
Ooh.
But I think that you're still my love. So it's a 7, a partial. I did take, like I said, listener also as the bull's heart roll. So when I pierce the mask of my love or rival, I can always let them ask me a question to ask them an additional question in turn, even on a miss. These additional questions do not have to be on the list.
Oh, I love that so much. Let's do it. Let's do it.
So
Let's do it.
the partial is the one, right? That's on the list.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what do you intend to do?
What are you really planning is the long term? What do you intend to do is the short term?
Yeah, well, what?
No, he's just thinking about it in his head.
No, I'm thinking about it in
Wait.
my head.
What one's the
because-
short term then?
So, what do you intend to do is like the short term. Like, what do you intend to do by telling you this information, right?
It's for me. It's like, what do you intend to do with the information that you're sharing?
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
just shared information, and whether or not I accept it as true, because obviously it's a lot for a girl to process.
Of course.
She wants to know what you're gonna do with that information.
Yeah, no, yeah, she intended to warn you because she wants you to be fully abreasted and fully in the know that sadly, sometimes the phone call is coming from inside the house.
Yeah. Okay.
That was her intention.
But that was the intention of what you did already. Am I understanding that?
So what do you intend to do with this information? I intend to tell you so that way you can use it to your best intentions. You can maybe go to your father and find out for yourself to actually confront him and get answers. That's what that was. That's what I intended.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she's trying to push you to confront and believe this, but you don't seem like you believe it.
Well, it is a big thing
to
process in one moment.
And it's your daddy.
But who knows if, give her time to cook, right?
Mm-hmm.
Will you allow me to ask you a question for that additional question?
Because I think both of us get to ask each other, right? It's a, yep. Mm-hmm. So you can ask me a question, and then I'll be able to ask you an additional question. These ones don't have to be on the list.
Mm-hmm.
These questions that we're going to ask each other.
Yeah. Oh, shit. My question to you, of course, this is above the table.
Yes, of course.
Sammy has never lied to Lula May. What would it take for you to freaking believe her? Like, what does she have to show you the dead body in the coffin? Like, what do you need? A smoking gun? Like, what is it, girl? She never lied to you before, so why would she start now?
Right. What would it take for Lula May to believe this?
Yeah.
And I think the above table answer is Lula May, first of all, time. She can't accept this truth just like, here you go, your daddy's a psychopath. Like, she doesn't know anything about, it's just too different from what she knows to be true, that she's lived with for 16 years. He's her hero. He wouldn't hurt anyone. He's so mild-mannered. He's nerdy. He's, so it's like so much. So time. And I think she needs proof is part of it, but I think here's the truth. Sometimes the proof and all the clues have been there the whole time, but you don't see it because you're blinded by, they're in your blind spot. But I think as time goes on with this information and knowing Sammy's never lied to her, there is a chance that Lula will she's going to process this and start looking for hidden clues. She's going to try to figure out why you would say that if it isn't true. And I think it's convoluted to answer this, but it's time, and it's like she might need your help. She might need your help to process this, but not when she's furious and insecure and so stressed out. I think she needs to cool off, and I think you've seen her angry. You've seen her snap. You've seen her be reckless. She was literally reckless in the school less than 30 minutes ago, right? Or an hour ago or something. So she's not in a good headspace right now. She might just need to revisit this topic when she's not so hot-headed. Oh, I do. Ooh. Oh.
Uh-oh, I'm scared.
Oh, you should
I'm
be.
scared. Help, I'm scared.
You should be scared. Okay. Lula May knows about Sammy's doom. She knows that her powers are connected directly to it. What I would like to ask is, Is there any part of Sammy? Nope. Does Sammy know where her visions come from? Lula May wants to know, basically, she wants to know if you know the source, she wants to know what that is. But I will be happy with just, does she know the source of those visions?
I think that the above table answer is the visions that she's had so far are the visions that have been unprompted and have started since her doom first arrived. But she will be having new visions that she will be initiating herself in the form of elemental awareness. And those she will innately know will be coming from her and her abilities of sight / projection. But so far, she just knows that the visions she's had are deeply connected to her doom, aka her nemesis. So she basically is almost like these visions are not ones that she has full control of. These are visions where she's almost like piggybacking and seeing through someone else's eyes. That's the reason why those visions are linked to her doom.
Mm-hmm.
And the new ones that she'll be having will be self-initiated and won't be causing her demise.
Mm-hmm. So basically, she knows that these visions are directly connected to her doom and her nemesis.
So yes,
they're not something she can control.
These are things that they just kind of just have. Like I may in the fiction initiate dark vision.
Oh yeah,
she doesn't have control.
But
over
she's
them
not
in
doing
fiction.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, this just happened to her. Like, she gets
Totally. Okay, that's perfect because I think that is what Lula May was kind of accusing or saying, like, you don't know where these are even coming from. How can you trust them? That was okay. Cool. But you do see. I think you see. Honestly, I want to put. I'm gonna mark guilty because I think I feel guilty for going off on my best friend, but I turn away and I walk through the portal. Oof.
It's just like you're muted, my love. But I think we're just gonna see like in the anime, like you don't see her eyes. It's just like shadow and like a tear. Dramatic.
Yeah.
You gotta keep the anime aesthetics going, you know?
Oh yeah,
For sure.
And that's the manga scene that we kind of close off on. Just a shot of
The bags are down.
bangs it down. You don't see the eyes. Diamond and Rip teleport away, leaving alone Hex in her sanctuary as Hex feels the burning in her pocket of the card that was given to her from Sariella.